Memorial Stadium. Basically a month into the season, here in Week 4, and teams are starting to reach a critical portion of the schedule. It's the UCLA Bruins and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Bruins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Left side is Haynes. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun, it's Haynes. Got the first down. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And they have made no bones about this first drive, have they? Like, they said they were going to come out and establish the run and be physical. And the more physical team was going to win. And this offensive line so far, first drive, setting the tone, getting movement up front, getting running backs going. Palmer, the game gets very easy when you can run the football and establish that early in the football game.
And you just keep doing it until the defense can stop it. That's got to be so demoralizing on the other side of the football because you're absolutely getting the ball shoved down your throat right now early in this game. And you're right. You're letting the opponent completely dictate the terms of this football game to you. So until you prove you can stop it and you get more physical, it's going to be much of the same as this game continues to go on.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Second down, gonna throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Takes the handoff. It's Knight. Stopped right there.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about.
Early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava throws to the wideout. That ball is caught past the marker, but wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Bruins decide to punt it away. To take it back. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Second and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. And back to the air on second down. He spins that thing down the middle. And he hauls it in inside the 30. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Hits inside, it's Johnson.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down to the air. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Why not get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's Iamaleava to throw. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call, and that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
And the Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Snaps it, they'll throw to start. This is the 35. Shakes a man, and he might take off. The 20. Touchdown, Clemson. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Iamaleava on the play action. Finds the tight end. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Snags it and he's open. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running and he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
And the defense kind of lets them down, right? Like, now how are you going to respond? By giving up the lead, and now you come out, a two-play drive, you're aggressive, make the big play down the field, get the momentum right back in this football game.
And right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Wants to throw on first. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time, the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Rolls right. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Using his legs, it's Knight. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Iamaleava. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Saying in the gun on 3rd down. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. 4th down, Iamaleava. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
That play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about tempo and body blows than it is about, being physical up front. But if this unit does get that physicality and get that ground game and a good offensive line, I think that's when you see the best of the Clemson Tigers.
Just short of the first down, maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball in 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So
got some room, headed to the goal line, and you race it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iamaleava. Back's got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Drops back. It's Iamaleava. Throws to the wideout. Between the hashes, it's Matthews. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a talent to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
Couldn't set his feet.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
They're all over it. And he gets it away. In a perfect world, quarterback hits his last step, turns the ball loose, receiver comes out of the break, ball's there. That's not what happened there.
Because this isn't a perfect world. Because we're going to put a defender on you, mess up that timing where it's not easy breezy, just like you're throwing on air. It's a nice job by the defense disrupting the timing a little bit.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Nico Iamaleava throwing again. Going deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. A quick pass to the left. Crosses the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Clemson jumps to the line. Quick give. It's Johnson. Enough to move the chains. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signals for the 2-minute timeout.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Quarterback changing the play. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And really nice on 3rd down there, throwing in rhythm. You're throwing the hitch against zone. You're taking your steps. There's no hesitation. You're not even hitching. That back foot plants, and the ball comes out immediately. Really nice.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Run in the red zone. It's Haynes. Got enough space. And he's in. Pounding his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close, and when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Throwing, Imaliava. Shoots it to the left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Deafening noise. Here's Imaliava. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Imaliava. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Motion from the wideout. Play fake, Imaliava. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Imaliava on the move. He turns it loose to the left. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Setting up the screen. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with UTSA taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Roadrunners, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. Two teams who were very familiar with the end zone today. They get back on track after dropping their last game, and it gets them to 3-1.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Just feeds the running back. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Play action, Iamaleava. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Here comes the heat. He's got it. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Now Iamaleava unloads it left. Makes a connection. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing, Iamaleava. Out wide right, it's Grove. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! They take the lead with the 6. That's his third touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dive. As soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fired in there, but incomplete. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab deep. Attack. And he scores. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the running back. At the 35, he's open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. They'll give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll move the wide receiver. Inside the 25. Turning it on. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line. Going to the run. It's Knight. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Sells to run, looking to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. The play fake. Look out! Trying to get rid of it.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fakes the grab on the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
At the 45 on his way. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 81, set to kick off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Straight ahead, it's Knight. Fighting off the defender. Oh, he's got some space. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bruins. He got a step and just dusted the field. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases. His speed in the open field and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Play action on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. The quick out. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Burrowing for yardage. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. And maybe the way things are unfolding, we are set up for a classic finish as we get underway here in the 4th. Clemson will send the punt team out. Kick is in the air. And after the punt, that's where they'll mark it, just outside the 30-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Iamaleava looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking downfield. It's Iamaleava. It's complete. There he goes. The tag. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, UCLA. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to leaping grab for a big gain. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all...
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that is just what this defense needed. Nice job getting upfield, getting after the quarterback, putting that last play behind him. Big gain, so what? Great job being dialed in on 1st down, to the pass, and getting the sack.
He'll be dropped.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Drops back on 1st down. Looking left. Nearly intercepted.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He'll set up to throw. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here.
Teams around the country practice having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Quickly to the tight end.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that first down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He makes the catch. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Johnson.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Making the adjustment. Churns into the pile. This defense getting the job done, forcing a fourth down decision. A field goal would tie it.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. Out wide left, it's Brown. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's second and goal. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. They'll run the screen. Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Right side, it's Haynes. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.